Fiend Slayer is a boss-related secret achievement and possibly one of the hardest fights of the game. Now to get Fiend Slayer, you must defeat Belhifet, the primary villain and final boss fight of the base game. Like Exonome, what makes this fight hard isn't so much Belhifet himself, but all the pieces of the fight around him. First, the arena in which the fight takes place is riddled with traps. You're teleported right square in the middle of the arena, so unless you stand your ground completely, you're bound to trigger one or two of them. The traps are all dispel arrows, so buffing your party before the fight is countered by this alone. Second, 2 iron golems flank the party and move to attack the squishier members, as well as triggering cloud kill as they move in. And finally, Belhifet himself is no pushover. He hits hard, applies poison and disease, doing tons of damage over time. He's hard to hit, you need at least 3 weapons. He has tons of HP, tons of magic resist, and he teleports across the map periodically. He doesn't have much in the way of spellcasting or ranged abilities, but he doesn't really need them. First things first is selecting the right loadout. Make sure you have plenty of summons to put between you and anything with a red circle. Everything in this room hits hard. Grab a Zone of Sweet Air spell to get rid of the cloud kill. Not a lot of offensive spells work here, as Belhifet has insane magic resist, and defensive ones are hard to use with all the dispel traps. However, grabbing the basics, defensive harmony, recitation, haste, chant, stone skin, etc. can be useful once you get out of the dispel area. Then take stock of all your extra potions and missiles. If you're like me, you've been stockpiling, and now's a good time to burn through some of them. Any potions of giant strength are good to give to your fighters. Oils of speed are good for anyone to get out of his range. If you can, grab some mummies, teas, and antidotes for Belhifet's attacks. To start the fight, you want your mages summoning monsters between you and Belhifet. He usually kills them one hit, but keep your mages on stall duty, continuously summoning refreshments to keep him busy. Meanwhile, you want your strongest damage dealers focusing the iron golems one at a time. At the same time, try to get off a Zone of Sweet Air by your cleric or druid to stave off the cloud kill. When you've killed the golems and have a moment, retreat to one of the edges of the room. There aren't as many traps the farther from the center of the room you get, and this is where you want the fight to. Draw Belhifet into your group, trying to grab his attention with weaker summons while your stronger fighters wail on him. Now's a good time to cast your defensive spells, along with haste, and chug your strength potions to add to each hit you land on him. After he takes a certain amount of damage, he teleports away, signifying that he's doing so by casting Flame Strike on himself. This is always a good reprieve you can use. Don't chase him down. Pull back and heal, reset, summon more mobs. Just let him come to you. Keep doing this, and eventually you'll endure through his attacks and pull him down, earning yourself a difficult achievement. Technically 2, as you'll grab Savior of the 10 Towns as well.
Defeated at last, the stricken demon fell with a roar that shook the walls of the underground chamber.